Good evening. As always, it is the date. I always start with the date. Feel like I'm a real professional. It's April 29th, 2019. It's Vinnie Marino Podcast, of course. Want to thank everybody that's joining in already. Appreciate it. I have my old man glasses on, and it's these. I lost my regular prescriptions, and so when I just didn't have my insurance company don't let me get 2 in a year, so I got to wait. And you know you're going really fucking blind when your readers become your distant glasses at the same time. So you know your eyes are getting worse. So I now can see farther with my readers. So it's all working out. Hey, I want to welcome everyone again. As you see, I'm solo tonight, but I do have a magic man in the makings. I got somebody, a secret guest, and that guest is going to be Jesse, producer Jesse. He's going to be chiming in because sometimes, you know, I like a little bit of a background. So, as always, not always,
for
but
sure. It feels good to be with you on here,
yeah,
Vinny.
the man of the hour, right there.
Yeah,
That's
baby.
The man behind the curtain. You know, the wizard. The man.
Yes, pay no attention to the man behind the curtain.
So, I waited to start the show to crack the seal on my Bud Light beer, and it's the Vinny Challenge, the beer challenge. See if I can drink this beer before the show's over. So, because as most of you know me, I don't really drink, but I think it's like a kind of tradition. Last time I had a Modelo. That was compliments of Space Coast Podcast. It was very good beer. First time I ever had one, and I kind of chugged that one. So, cheers.
Happy Monday.
Happy Monday for the workforce, and happy Saturday for all the retired people. So, on top of the beer, I have a little bit of a pretzel to chase it down because nothing goes better with a beer than a pretzel. So, Jesse, I want to thank you for stepping up and joining my forces here. And
Man, you know, anytime, Vinny, I've had to bite my tongue on a few of the shows because I just wanted to get in there into the conversation, but I've held back. So now that you're granting me permission to include me, I feel honored.
I can do that because it's my show.
That's right.
So I want to wish everybody a happy Monday, and I hope everybody had a great weekend. The weather here in Florida is phenomenal. I don't think it can get any better than that. The weather was just outstanding. Unfortunately, there was a lot of black clouds over the communities and over the country. You know, where we had in California we had a 19-year-old kid in California. He attacked a synagogue with a AR type rifle. He killed one person and wounded several others. He was claiming that it was in retaliation or because of the New Zealand attack in the mosque there, and so he kind of took a spin on that one. And then as of today, I think they just arrested another friggin' wacko, another U.S. citizen. He was a Army veteran from the United States Army. A 26-year-old guy. He was in the infantry, and he did a little bit of combat in Afghanistan. And he was a terror suspect that they did you hear about that, Jess?
No, this is news to me.
Wow, yeah, okay. Well, he was he wanted to be a martyr. He wanted to, he thought that the United States needed another Vegas event. And he was they had, I tell you what, law enforcement, FBI out there in California. Everything happens in California. Oh, fuck,
it seems
man.
so.
Holy shit, man. I'm glad we live in Florida sometimes. But he planned to do some terror attacks to mosque. He was going to do some on the L.A. freeway. He was looking to target Los Angeles police officers. He was buying like 1.5 inch long nails. He bought like 8 pounds of them to put them in a pressure cooker, and they were long enough so they can go and reach organs of people. So he was... He basically was he gave his alliance to Islam, and so I'm glad they got him because he would have caused a lot of shit in this country again that we don't need. So yeah, that was kind of a cloud that came over. But you know, you got to watch these spinoffs, man. These people are all trying to. You know, he also wanted to target he wanted to put a couple of those pressure cookers in front of a white supremacist march coming up. So I don't know I mean, I have mixed feelings about that one. I mean, maybe he would have did good. Who knows? But still, I mean, the guy's a terror. He's a terrorist, and we got these domestic terrorists over here, and it's sad.
Yeah, copycats too.
Yep. So on a lighter side, Jess, did you watch the?
Sure.
Did you go see the Avengers?
No, everybody that I know has, and I've been avoiding Facebook so I don't see any spoilers. But it has been all the rave since Thursday from the premiere. You know, friends camping out and doing all kinds of crazy stuff. You know, getting all dressed up, doing having a good time with it. And now that big series has come to closure, a lot of people have just said, "Wow, it's."
I guess it's good.
The end has got quite the thrill, the ending. So I've heard. So we'll see. I need
it's
to,
3
I need to
hours
go.
long, so pack a lunch.
Yeah, no kidding. Maybe
And they claim
wear some diapers.
They claim it's the last one.
Right.
Okay. Well, I see my buddy James has kicked in there. He's on here, and he's a big Star Wars guy, and they just don't seem to ever end that. That shit's never going to end.
No.
And I think they're going to put Princess Leia. I don't know if they're going to reincarnate her or what, but they're going to put her back in this. I guess the newest one coming out. I don't know. I'm not a Star Wars guy, and I'm going to be on a ship on May the 4th, which is May the 4th be with you. And I wanted to get a shirt because a buddy of mine that's going is big Star Wars fan, and I wanted to get a shirt made that had Darth Vader getting blown by Yoda. and I would have just Star Wars sucks, but I mean it's a good show. I mean I don't like the new shows, but yeah I'm a Star Wars guy sorta.
I love Star Wars, and now that Disney has taken over the franchise, they're not gonna let it die. They're gonna beat that thing for generations to come. Mm-hmm. I'm looking forward to the Star Wars land at the Magic Kingdom.
Mm-hmm. Hey, I want to give a shout out to a couple people that are signed on here. I got my buddy AJ Hoover, man. He's the owner, operator, the head cheese of Beaumont Builders. So he'll put a comment on there. I like to plug my boys, man. AJ is a hard-working guy. He's got a great company. Does a lot of custom work on homes. He does remodels and whatever you need, man. Yeah. Guy's got a truck. He's got people, and he's got tools, and he's got a craft. He's a good guy. If you ever need a little something done, handiwork or something, he's the guy. I hope he's not too busy where he doesn't do little jobs. But, Beaumont Builders, man, locally run, operated. He's a local guy. He's been here. He's a Giants fan. If anybody wants to be a Giants fan, he's a Giants fan, not a Jets fan. So I'll say hello to Michelle. She's out there. And Gina, hey, they say hi. Hello, girls. And my cousin Mike, Dilly. Dilly. So I was watching the news today, and this guy, remember the guy, the Stormy Daniels attorney, Michael Avante?
Oh, Avenatti. Yeah.
Avante. Okay, he's pleading not guilty to all his shenanigans. That he stole millions of dollars from clients when they won cases. He misguided their funds and stuff. Mm. And he's got that, fraud. And then he was trying to extort Nike for like $20 million. And he's saying that it's only because he was representing Stormy Daniels and he was bringing down Trump and his kid that's the reason why he is being harassed over this, and he's saying, well, you can't prosecute somebody for no case. Well, they did it to Trump.
Yeah, no kidding.
Right. And speaking of that, okay, the Mueller case, they wanted all this investigation, and we'll even get into with Kavanaugh. They want an independent investigation. They had Bob Mueller do this big investigation. Okay, does it? Comes up with a conclusion, and the conclusion was, Jess?
No obstruction.
No collusion.
No collusion.
No obstruction. No. So now the Democrats aren't happy with that. They're not happy. Yeah, no, there's bullshit and everything else. So, but this Michael Avenatti, he's crying wolf. He said, we'll see. But he really, I'm telling that guy he fucking stole millions.
He's guilty.
And how egg falls back on his face, Good for him. And he's claiming that, Trump's behind it and everything else. So
Trump made me do it.
So I didn't have a show last week, if you guys realize that. I don't even know if I posted anything or not. I was just really mentally strained, man. I'm going through some legal battles here. It's mediation. If anybody knows what that is, that's like a negotiation. It shouldn't be called mediation. It should be called negotiation. And basically, I'm I'm a single parent. I'm bringing my ex-wife back into court because she's not being a mom, paying what I think she should be paying for child support. So anyway, long story short, I was stressed out that day. She was him-humming around with her attorney, and so as everything, you pay for your attorneys, and they're the ones who win. So, but I was stressed out, and I didn't really want to do a show that last week. So sorry for the ones that were like anticipating, my loyal followers that were out there doing it. And also in the news today, I read, Jess, that was I don't know if you heard this either. The Norway fisherman. Okay, he found they saw a white whale.
Okay,
and the whale came up to the boat, and the whale had a strap around it. So they're saying they believe it's a Russian spy.
Oh, I saw that. It was a beluga or something.
It had some kind of harness wrapped around it.
Yes, I did see that. Yeah.
So they were saying it was equipped that it could hold a explosive device or a camera. So
spy whales.
So they were saying that it was tagged and it was very friendly and everything else. And what they did is they took off the strap and they I don't know what else they did. They just they set it free but can you imagine that shit? A fucking whale as a spy. Are they really that freaking gullible?
Or was it an actual apparatus, or it may have been a scientific migration GPS or something for studying? Mm-hmm. I'm sure it wasn't. I mean, unless it had clear markings, or they could identify it as something of a threat. But I don't think, even if you did put a camera on a whale, if they could be
they train dolphins in the Navy to be like bomb detectors. Do you know that?
Well, see, that may make sense. But as far as putting a strap on a whale and having them chase down certain vessels or things like that.
Well, they'd use them for reconnaissance, probably. Like they would go up to an area and film. I don't know how the hell they would get it to go where they needed to go.
Exactly.
But it was strapped with some kind of straps. But Norway is in firm belief that it was a Russian whale that was a spy.
I'd love to see more evidence. I want to see what that strap looked like.
Well, it's a harness. It was like I seen it. It was actually rather different. Mm-hmm. But yeah, that's some weird shit that's going on. Another thing that I'm like amazed with, and I think I was told, my girlfriend's a nurse, and we're talking about the measles outbreak.
Yeah, all of a sudden after being eradicated for 20 years.
Because you got these non-vaccine people who are boasting, saying that the measles, the anti-venom, what do they call it? The vaccine. Right. The vaccine promotes cancer, does this, all this negative shit.
Right.
Okay. So people are like, and they're saying there's no more epidemic. The measles are done. And basically now they have approximately 700 confirmed cases in the United States. And guess where the most cases are? New York City.
Oh,
and they're saying that the whole epidemic started up again from people coming from other countries bringing it in.
Well, yeah, countries without health care, not everybody gets vaccinated when they're born. They don't have the means. So,
well, they do have the means. They just don't want to do it. Parents are not vaccinating their kids. They don't think that they think the more negative that it's going to cause issues in the child's health. I think when I was born, which was fucking a long time ago, I don't think we had a choice. We did it. I got my vaccine in school. We were lined up in a cafeteria, walking in a line, and they shot us with this fucking gun. And everybody gets them. Those little
smallpox.
Yeah, those things on your arm. Those big round dots.
Yep.
It's like a tag. And but what I was told, as my girlfriend was saying, also that if you've been vaccinated before 1989, you should go get another one.
Oh, geez.
Because it might not work.
Yeah.
Right. It might not work. The vaccine's probably no good. I can't see how a vaccine would last that long. I mean, I had the chicken pox before when I was young.
Yeah. Have you heard about the chicken pox parties?
No.
A kid in school, or a parent will find their kid with a chicken pox, and other moms will bring their kids, so they all get infected with the chicken pox and build up that immunity. So they're all essentially vaccinated by getting introduced to the to the chicken pox. That's a real thing. But these anti-vaxxers, I guess they're finding that the concoctions, these vaccines, also come loaded with like mercuries, and it could lead to maybe like Alzheimer's, autism, and other things. So
again, going back to California, they had a lot of cases there, and they quarantined. They said, you either go get vaccinated or you're fucking quarantined. You're basically under arrest until you get quarantined. That was like a couple of the universities. I know UCLA was one. I don't know which the other one was. But, yeah, if they didn't get vaccinated, man, they're like, you're locked up, baby. You're gonna get some vaccination. But, hey, go ahead, Jess.
Yeah, and that's true. I mean, listen, I think there is a period of time that we could get the vaccinated, right, Vinny? So, but not all at once. I think there's a lot of argument that they don't want the kid be inoculated with 14 different vaccines in the first 2 years of their life. So I don't know the whole science. I've been trying to pay attention to it all, but certainly measles, how that's coming back.
We got a nurse on the channel here, and she's saying,
I'm being told that's not proven. Okay,
have a chicken pox party. She said, no, Jesse, that is not proven. But I don't know. I'm just amazed that people are not willing to protect their kids and have them vaccinated. But
Michelle's giving us some clues. Okay, so
there is actually
no foundings to cause autism or behavioral issues. That's great.
That's why I'm not a nurse, man. I can't even tell you how to fix a tire. So, but
I don't think nurses have to know how to fix a tire.
So, Jesse, when you plan on going to see the Avengers, man?
Probably sometimes this week. I don't have a companion, a movie companion. So
I'm the guy.
Well,
remember we talked about that.
Yeah,
we talked about.
But before that, I don't go to the movies anymore. So, but now that we did.
Well,
talk
they don't
about
need your fucking money because that is the largest weekend grossing movie in all time. You know what the largest grossing movie was in history in the world?
No.
In the world, Gone with the Wind.
Really? I thought it was Avatar.
Nope. No, Gone with the Wind, 1939.
Wow, really?
But they're saying that this Avengers movie for the weekend grossed $350 million in the United States.
Right.
And over worldwide, it was over $2 billion for a weekend.
That's incredible.
They got people brainwashed is what they do. They're like the Trekkies, the Trek fans, the Star Wars fans, all that nonsense, man.
But I'll tell you what, those Marvel comics, man, they put out a good movie.
Well, I'm going to donate fucking blood because they're going to get a movie pass, and they're not going to get my
Is that
money.
right? Uh-huh. Let's go give blood. Let's go
Yeah, I'll tell you. And if you don't give blood, you should give blood, especially if you're a guy. I mean, guys, women lose blood every month. So guys, they need to donate blood to replenish, and I do. I'm a super donor.
Good.
So I donate blood, and I get whatever gift cards or.
What does that mean, super donor though? How many times do you donate?
I've donated. I think I'm at like almost 5.5 gallons.
Jeez, lifetime or this year?
I've been doing. No shit.
Lifetime.
I wish it was this year, man.
5 gallons, man. That's a lot. They only take a pint at a time, right?
Yeah. I do what's called Alex. Mm-hmm. They're double donations.
Oh.
So it's they take the. I'm on it for like an hour. It's not platelets, but they do. They take your whole blood out, then they put saline back in, and they keep flip flopping you around. And basically, it's a double donation. So whatever they give away,
right,
I get 2 of.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, very cool.
Yep.
I don't even know you could carpet bag a blood drive like that.
Yeah. I mean, and you know what? I mean, they do want that Alex donation. It's really good. I mean, I do it every time. Oh, fuck the Avengers. Talk about Game of Thrones. James, I wish I could talk about Game of Thrones.
I could talk Game of Thrones.
I don't know a damn thing about it. I thought it was a video game. I've never watched, and it's been on for like 8 years.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's never too late to start.
I have no idea what Game of Thrones is about.
It's so much fun.
I don't know what it is.
You'll get hooked in the first couple episodes.
Well, all I know is the Game of Thrones is popular. I even hit the DVR to try to record the series, but I'm like, I'm never going to watch it. So why the fuck am I wasting all my space on my DVR to record something that I'm not going to watch?
I don't know. I think you just got to sit down and give a couple episodes a try. If you don't like that fantasy,
I'm too far
kings
behind,
and queens,
man. I'm stuck on American Idol, dude.
But I just binge watched Dexter, which had finished a couple years ago, and I finally just started from the very first episode and watched and just binged the whole series in a matter of a couple weeks, and I was way behind. I didn't get, people would talk about it when it was going on and actually happening, and it was way over my head. Had no desire to watch it, but then finally I found some time my day, and I watched
binge watch it
like first 2 or 3 episodes, and I got hooked, and I was like, so this is what it's all about. And then from there, you just have to watch the rest of it.
Well, I'm like I said, I'm not a big series watcher.
Yeah.
I watch, I'm on American Idol. Watching American Idol, loving it. So,
and that's time consuming. Those are like 2-hour episodes twice a week or something ridiculous.
Yeah. Yeah, I love it. Well, sometimes they go 2, 3, but I devo that, man. I'm watching American Idol. I don't watch The Voice. If I don't start out from day one,
right?
Like I said before, when I was watching Prison Break. That was big, and
yes.
and then 24. Those are the only 2 I've ever. And besides Big Brother, I used to watch that. Yeah. I got off that. Never been a Survivor guy. Fuck Survivor. I think it's gay.
Well, it's like 20th season. I mean,
I like watching.
There's some that just keep going and going.
I like watching that Naked and Afraid.
Do you really?
You get some ass shots on that.
But
you know what? Then they look like trash. They look like a fucking crack whore over in Cocoa. After they've been there for 3 days with the bug bites and everything else, and
that's funny.
I don't. They look like shit after a while.
If you're gonna have a naked show, have it on a Cinemax or HBO. So you ain't gotta cover with pixelation. Let it hang out. But put it on a non-censored channel, and but just let them wear like a leaf or pasties or something. But that's to see the whole pixelation all the time. You can't even see what the hell's going on.
Yeah. Well, also, that's whatever.
But Naked and Afraid, I mean, that seems like a good story. Are you learning anything? Any survival skills?
Man, they're no fucking survivors, man. Come on. I mean, you know what? The biggest trial and tribulations they got to deal with is the bugs.
Yeah.
The bugs tear them apart.
Yeah.
The small, not the big alligators, not the snakes, not the lions, not the elephants. It's the little fucking gnats.
It's the ticks, the fleas,
the
gnats,
ticks,
mosquitoes.
That's what fucks them up, man.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, they don't get they don't really get anything going on. But you know what, Jess? I'll tell you what I'm getting sick and tired of is, how things get started and nobody ever gets punished for things they do.
Yes.
But the local criminals, and that's like, okay, this big admission scandal.
Oh,
at the universities, okay?
All the celebrities got caught.
Oh, yeah. They got caught red-handed, man.
Yeah.
And now they're being stupid. There's only one that's being the way they all should be.
Right.
Felicity Huffman, okay? She's like, hey, I did it. I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed for my kid. I shouldn't have did it. I mean, she was only into it like $50,000 or something, but she wasn't a lot of money into it. I think she had somebody do her SATs to get her daughter in. But you have this other lady, I can't remember what her damn name was, but her and her husband, he's like a fashion designer, $500,000.
Right.
Okay, and I think her daughter's going to be in trouble too because she posed like she was on the rowing team, which she never was.
Right.
So they used that. So she was involved. She knew they were doing it.
All complicit.
And she's pleading not guilty. She's saying that, no, not guilty because it was a donation. The $500 to a cause of the guy who was taking the money. He had a cause, a donation.
Oh, I'm sure.
Some cause.
I have a cause too.
Yeah, and she said that what he did with the $500,000 was on him. So they're playing stupid. So fuck them. They should all be punished.
Yep,
now, Felicity Huffman is looking at like 4 months to 10 months or 11 months in jail. She'll never see it.
No. She'll go to white collar prison. Slap on the wrist. Where what's her name went to. Martha Stewart.
Oh God, yeah.
They'll go to.
Yeah, she was doing cooking lessons in prison.
Yeah, they give these minimum, kind of security places. You can see plenty of friends. You could, you get food from the outside. I mean, they treat you like it's a hotel.
Yep. So, and we're gonna take a short break here in a second, and then a short break. We always take short breaks, and I'm gonna come back and talk about. The America's Most Wanted, right? We got the America's Most Wanted, but we're going to talk about the world's most wanted. If anybody knows who the world's most wanted is,
I got to hear this.
I know you're going to cheat, but if you know who the world's most wanted is, chime in, see if you're right. You get a bonus.
Oh, prizes.
All right. Peace out. Yep.
Steven,
Why, yes, Christopher.
what are you doing?
I am scribing down some ideas for the next podcast of the Black Dog Confessional.
Oh, Mitzi had spoke of that. She said it is rather wonderful.
Well, we try to succeed, Christopher. We try to succeed. We're talking about all the proper etiquette techniques that we can this week.
Do you think everyone is listening?
I definitely believe so, Christopher.
Well, if they're not, they better get on their game!
Are you new to a leadership position? Are you finding it hard to deal with certain personalities in the workplace? Maybe you're trying to reshape your organizational culture to increase your retention, your readiness, as well as your performance of your individuals on your team. Hi, I'm Stefan Williams with High Bull Leadership and Development Training. I welcome you to contact me to kind of explore some things that we can do to help you with your people needs. We're in the business of human capital performance on the professional side as well as the personal side. If you're looking for a motivational speaker to open up your convention, contact StefanWilliams.com. If you're looking for someone that's going to help you redefine your own personal leadership style, contact StefanWilliams.com. If you're just looking to take your team to the next level, contact StefanWilliams.com, and that is STEPHON Williams.com. High Bull Leadership Development Training. We look forward to seeing, hearing, and working with you.
You're listening to Space Coast Podcast, home of the greatest podcasts on the Space Coast. If you're interested in becoming a sponsor or having your own show, email us at spacecoastpodcast@hotmail.com.
Space Coast Podcast.
Talk hard!
Hello. All right, we're halfway through the show, and I got a little less than half a beer, so I'm chugging right along. I got something else to chase it down with. I got biscottis. I got a lemon biscotti and a chocolate biscotti. Producer Jesse, you want one? You want a lemon or a chocolate?
No, I'm not going to take one of your biscottis.
I got two. I didn't. Not for me, but I brought one. If I brought one and said, "Do you want it?" You said, "I don't want to take it," but I got two.
You're right, you do. I'll take the lemon.
Oh, you fucker. Okay.
Oh, see.
No, I'll keep the chocolate.
I can't make the right decision.
So I was
Eat
talking
whatever you
about.
like.
Yeah. I need something to help wash the beer down. So I don't know how people can drink beer without eating anything. I can't.
Usually the beer washes the food down.
But
But the food washes the beer down.
And I haven't eaten dinner, so
I like your philosophy.
I keep snacking. But I'm drinking a Bud Light. It's a rather large beer. It's I don't know what the fuck.
It's aluminum 12 ounce, right?
It seems like more than 12 ounces. Fuck. I'm working hard to. Oh, the lid's off. I'm already drinking that.
Looks like it's doing its job for you.
Yeah.
Yummy.
So the world's, America's Most Wanted. Now we got the world's most wanted. I mean that's pretty fucking heavy. When you're classified as the world's most wanted.
So on whose list? Interpol? Or
the world.
KGB, CIA?
The world.
The world.
Well, U.S. Because the United States has a $25 million bounty.
Wow.
On its head.
Where is this guy? Let's get rich.
This guy, he's an Islamic State group leader. And I'm sure I'll butcher his name, but fuck him. He's a piece of shit. Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi. Okay? The United States has a $25 million bounty on his head.
That's so much money.
He's classified as the most wanted in the world. Just like the, remember American Sniper?
Yes.
They had a bounty, the terrorists had a bounty on him. Because he was the most, sought after sniper.
Yeah.
So this guy, Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi, if you know him.
I never heard of him. What do you do?
And if you see him, call authorities because you'll get $25 million. I don't think any of my fans know Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi. But he is for steering and his chillingly violent organization into mass slaughters of opponents and directing and inspiring attacks across continents. So he's like the mafia, the modern day mafia here, the old school. Hey, put my finger, you're dead. They got to get he's the mob boss.
Okay.
Basically, he's a mob boss, and like He's affiliated with ISIS and everything else. But they killed all the other guys, so he just kind of got inherited to be the most. He's in charge now,
Moving up the ranks by default.
Mm-hmm. He is. He's got a lot of. He's encouraging his followers to intensify the attack and terror attacks on France. They pick on France and England.
Yeah.
The motherfuckers. They pick on those countries. I don't know, because there's tourists.
Well, because they're defenseless.
And he also.
They're easy targets.
He's basically. I don't know if he steered it or praised it. The attacks in Sri Lanka.
Oh, well, that would be heavy duty. Those were huge, catastrophic events. Multiple locations, hundreds dead. Unreal.
I'll tell you, this is insane, man. I can't believe there's so many hatred. They just had a guy arrested, and you see he drove a truck into a bunch of people just recently.
No.
Yeah.
Where was that at?
Maybe it was last year, and they just got him up for trial now. I think he was saying his foot got stuck on a pedal or some bullshit.
Oh, wow. That's a horrible defense.
Yeah. But this guy, if you see Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi, if you pass by him, I got to get my fucking screen to work here because...
Michael says he thinks it's his neighbor. Well, that's a $25 million phone call there, buddy.
Yeah, Mike, come on, man. I'll split it with you. Shit, man. Yeah. So, anyway, yeah, that's just it's insane, man.
Do they know his last whereabouts?
They said it was in Iraq or somewhere over there. But
Okay.
he's been low key. Now he's starting to do. You remember how Saddam Hussein?
Yeah, well, they're hiding in caves.
Yeah, they hide. They show a video and they're like, that wasn't him, and that.
Right.
They don't know how old it is, how old the video is, and everything else. But so, also another big topic here in Brevard County is we've been all over the map today.
Yeah.
Been to California, been overseas, been New York, been everywhere. We had the NFL draft was this past week.
Did not even pay attention too much.
Yeah, I don't get off on it. I don't like, I got to watch the draft. Ugh. I just kind of watch highlights and I review it. But we had 3 Brevardians, man. These 3 Cocoa Tigers.
Really?
Yeah, man.
See, that I didn't hear about that.
2 of them were UF. They went to UF. And 1 went to Auburn. And standouts, man. Standouts in their proficiency thing.
Right.
And they all 3 got drafted. The Jaguars got this guy Jawan Taylor. He's I think he's an offensive tackle.
A local boy. That's awesome.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I think he was.
No,
like,
I think
he was second round.
Yeah, this is ringing a
35th.
bell. I think 2 local boys came back to Florida. I think I saw that headline. 2 local.
What's good is
I think one went to Bucks and one
one.
went to
Yeah,
Jaguars.
this guy. What's his name? Dean. I don't know what his name is.
Right.
Some Jamar Dean. He got picked to Tampa.
Okay.
He was in Auburn. He's a safety guy in Auburn. And then you had the one guy who I was like getting leery about because I didn't think they were going to draft him, but he was confident. I watched I peeked on his Facebook and I watched some of these things and he said he's going to get it, and he ended up going later in the round, in the 3rd round I think, and he is Chauncey Gardner Johnson, and he was a UF standout, and I think he was in defense. He was a defensive safety or a defensive back or something, but he got taken by the Saints, the Aints.
That's so exciting.
So yeah, man, that's got to be
local boys doing good.
Let's just hope they don't let the glitz and glamour go to their head and blow their first paycheck, and let's hope they
that always happens.
Oh my God. You make more, you spend more, know. Like when I buy a car, they buy 5 cars. They buy 3 houses,
Yeah, no kidding.
And then they get, hopefully they don't get lawsuits from some antics, but hopefully they're level-headed. It seems like the guy for that, Jawan Taylor, really a good kid, man. Big son of a bitch too, man. He's very agile, very fast, for an offensive tackle.
And you've got to be with some of these offenses nowadays. I pay attention, Vinny, but I'm always disappointed by a lot of times. The Dolphins will, because I'm a Dolphin fan, and it's been a really hard time.
Good luck.
I know, and. So it's hard for me to pay attention because I always feel disappointed because we always we don't get what we need. We've been needing a starter, a quarterback. We've been needing a fresh
head coach too.
A friend, a nice young guy to come in and revive the franchise and build a team around them. Instead, it feels like we're always chasing like little holes or injuries, and we're not really ever completing a team. It's been tough.
Yeah, well, I mean, hopefully this season we won't have any bullshit going on with the kneeling and everything else. And I don't know whatever happened with Kaepernick. Did he ever get picked up by a team? I thought he did.
From what I understand, I haven't heard anything. But then again, I don't really pay attention.
I thought he got picked up by somebody.
I know that people were talking about it last season. I think there were a few people that were kind of reviewing, where he's at or doing some interviews.
Right.
But yeah, I don't think he ever got signed.
Ugh. Hey, you know what? Also, man, because things just pop into my head. I kind of go unscripted here, people. So I mean, it's you think it's easy to talk for an hour? Fuck. Some people can't talk for 10 minutes, but man, it's trying, man. But I got the gift of gab, and I'm ADHD, so I kind of keep it going. So my son turned 16 in March, and the first thing he wants to do is get his driver's license.
Well, of course.
So for you parents that your kids are approaching the 16-year driving age, they can read the books and everything else, and it's what they do on the course because they take them out on a course. They take them on. I took them to this one in Melbourne, and it's a very busy street, and all that freaking elements are working against my kid. It was raining, that area it was like 3:30 in the afternoon. It's kind of busy traffic, and so he did his driving test. I watched. They did a parking thing in the parking lot. They did a couple little maneuvers in the parking lot of the actual driving facility, and then they took him on the highway. And I was like, oh fuck, because kids are kids, man. I try to give him as much experience as I can, but he comes back and he's walking with the inspector guy, and my son's just like shrugging his shoulders. I said, well, how do you think you did? He goes, well, I think I did all right. I said, okay. So I go in there with him, and I get with the instructor, and he brings out the checklist, because everything's suggestive. He writes whatever. So he's going, all right, remember we talked about, and I didn't even know this, that, we talked about if you park on a hill, which way to turn the wheels and, put the emergency brake on. And he goes, Dad, I didn't know where the emergency brake was. I said,
oh, no.
Fuck, I didn't even know either. Because it's a fucking button. It's like a button in the center console. It's not, I'm used to the foot thing where you push your foot down on it. Nope. And he didn't know where the hazards were because he was supposed to put his hazards on. And the phone carrier that I had, the phone cradle was blocking that, so he didn't see it. So he didn't. So he goes. And then he said, then when you pulled into the cones, you were a little bit more to the left, and you didn't pull all the way up. So I'm gonna give you 4 points here. So the whole deal is, if you score negative under 30 and under, you pass. 31 and up, you flunk.
Right.
So he's going, so I deducted 4 points for that. You didn't use your turn signal on this occasion, so that's 4 points. You didn't use your turn signal. He didn't use one fucking turn signal.
Oh, no.
So he kept getting fours. Then he dinged him for the parking, another 4. Then he was making a turn on a double turn lane, and I guess he swerved. Not swerved, but he was gradually approaching the sidecar next to him. So they blew the horn at him. So he gigged him 5 points for that. So I'm like, dude, you're done, man. I'm watching him. He's calculating. He's got the machine. I'm going, fuck. So I said, dude, and then it showed 32. So I said, oh, boy. I said, you flunked, dude. So he's like, oh, man, I felt so bad. So the guy goes, hold on, I'll be right back. So he comes back, and he goes, hey, you passed 28. I said, holy shit.
What just happened?
I'm like, oh, my God. My son, I'm telling you right now, the happiest he could be.
I bet.
I mean, and then, they don't realize how that causes parents misery either. When they get their driver's license, shit changes.
Yes.
Okay? They want to use the car. Then I got to contact my insurance company. So this is where I got to start getting the pricing. So I called my insurance company. I was like, hey, my son's my got a gnat flying around here. My son got his driver's license, and I want to know what it's going to cost to put him on my insurance. And they said, all right. Is he a 3.0 and above? I said, yep, good. Does that make a difference? He goes, a little. I said, okay. So I pay $109 a month for my car insurance, and I added him. Well, I got to get his driver's license to him. I didn't put him on yet. And it goes up to $243 a month.
Yikes.
Yeah, and that's with no wrecks. So she said, well, that's just a guesstimation. It's probably close proximity to where you're going to be because we don't have his driver's license. And if he was a girl, he'd be cheaper. because girls' insurance are cheaper. So I said, "Do transgenders count?" Because I fucking say he's a transgender because he used to die. He would never go for that shit.
Put a wig on.
Because I used to go when he was like at that age where you go to a movie and you're like under 11 or whatever.
Right.
I said he's 10. No, Dad, I'm 12. I'm like, oh, you fucker.
Shush.
Yeah,
Your mouth.
honesty. Kids always tell the truth, until they get about 15, then they start lying.
Yeah, no kidding. Oh man.
So they also dinged him because when he was backing up, and I don't know, they got these cars. Now my car's got cameras and sensors and all kinds of shit in the back of them.
Right.
So he's using his mirrors and his camera.
Right.
Guy said, nope, you're supposed to put your arm behind the passenger seat and turn your body canted to the right and look over your shoulder and one hand on the steering wheel. So he gigged him for that. I'm like, what the fuck
is that a law?
I've
never seen how to back up, rotate your torso, put a hand behind the headrest.
I guess that's old school. But he goes, but I got a camera. He said, nope, can't use it. So long story short, he got his driver's license. He's so fucking excited. I mean, proud of him that he got it first go.
Yeah, way to go, Don.
I think he was. But now, I kept telling him, you got to make sure you don't crash, because if you crash, you're going to cause havoc for Dad, because the insurance is just. They'll cancel you.
Right.
They, buddy of mine, his kid crashed a few times. They got rid of him.
A few times.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
You
got to have that no texting and driving talk.
Well, that's coming up, man. That law is already at the first stage. It's already been passed. One stage of it.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I'm trying to get my goddamn iPad to connect with my comments, but I can't see shit, so I have to look up at the screen. Hey, thanks, Michelle. I appreciate it. So we're going on a vacation this week. Oh, it's going to be squirrel. We're
Squirrel.
We're going on a vacation this week, and we're looking forward to it. It's our first. Actually, it's our first. Mine and my girlfriend's first vacation.
Wow.
I believe it is.
You haven't taken her anywhere else?
Have I, Michelle? I don't know. Oh, we went.
You guys had some weekends together.
Yeah, but local.
Right. Staycations.
Have we done anything, Michelle?
But it's a first cruise anyway.
Yeah, it is.
Which is exciting.
Yep. It's going to be a fun time, man. So, hey, do you know, Jess, that that diversion diamond is almost completed? For those of you who don't know, we're talking about something that's local here. It's a diversion diamond. It's an overpass that they created that gets you on 95, but it's the shape of a diamond, a crisscross, and everything else. And that was a good
Nice.
one. That was a good one. And there's a big controversy right now with the golf carts.
Yeah, well, there's no controversy.
They've complained. They've complained to the county commissioners.
Well, they can complain, but
they're trying to get something to be changed.
Nope.
And the zoning and planning people saying, the guys who do the work, they said, ain't going to happen.
Right.
That's going to cost a lot of money to make it to where it's golf cart friendly. So I say to these people, I have a golf cart.
Yeah.
And just get over it, man. You know what? You should have moved on the fucking west side and not depend on, I'm just, that right. Damn thing was never designed to be golf cart friendly.
Right.
Ever. They just overlooked it.
They got away with it for this long.
And that's what happens when you overlook shit, because then people start doing things and then it becomes like, that's the law.
Right.
And that goes towards golf carts suck balls. Yeah.
Hold it down there, Michelle.
Oh, look at this. She's so
That's
cute.
so funny.
Every day is a vacation with you.
Oh,
so sweet. But like I said, I'm a golf cart owner, but I only have it because my son uses it for school, and I'm sure my son's going to ask. I'm still in the market of buying another car. So, and that's just taking a long process because it's expensive, and I'm not going to buy something that I don't want. But getting back to people that seem to do the same thing and nothing's being done about it,
right,
is the homeless people around here, man. You've seen them all over the fucking place. You know, I understand they're people too, but if it doesn't get enforced, they're just going to keep growing, man. They're like a disease, and they become a nuisance, man.
I have mixed feelings. Maybe there does need to be some more outreach. I think there are. I don't agree with the panhandling.
Wait a minute. No outreach by ass. They don't want any assistance.
A lot of them don't. Right? They refuse it.
They don't want it. A lot of them are bullshit. They're just out there, collecting money and to go get beer or whatever have you.
Right.
Yeah, a lot of it's bullshit.
Yeah, a lot of them are dependent on substances as well. So they can't hold down a job. They certainly can't afford housing, because without a job you can't do.
Hold on,
you can't pay rent.
I'm all fucked up here. Hold on, I'm.
I know you got your phone on now.
Okay, I got you. There.
But the panhandling, I think that's just a nuisance. But certainly, there are plenty of soup kitchens, plenty of shelters.
Yeah.
For single parents.
Somebody commented, "We'll work for food." These fuckers will not work for food. I'm telling you, they won't work for shit. They don't want a job. They don't want anything. They want a handout. And I'm telling you, hey Frankie, how you doing, my man?
Yeah, you can't give them a sandwich either. They refuse that. They're looking for cash.
Yep.
Because they have a substance problem.
Yeah, I mean, I'll work for food. We all work for food. So, Hey, Frankie, I was just talking about the homeless people up here that they're starting to grow, and I'm sure down there in Palm Beach County you got a huge homeless problem, along with gangs and graffiti. I don't know if they've cleaned that up down there yet, but Frankie is a former coworker down in Palm Beach County. He's like family. I've known him for many, many, many years, and the homeless population down south, because it was left untouched. Now they become, you don't want to touch them.
Right.
You can't, because now they're sensitive topics. You don't want to mess with homeless anymore. And Vieira, now they're starting to gravitate over here, and they're on all the corners.
Yeah.
They're in front of Walmart. And, if I was a homeless guy and I got money, I'd go right to the fucking Chinese buffet. All you can eat.
Well, yeah.
They're stupid. They'll go to 7-Eleven, get a bag of chips and a fucking, what do they call them? Naughty ice. Yeah, huge problem down in Palm Beach County. And that's because it's too far along that you can't enforce it now. It's like Melbourne, downtown Melbourne. How many times you have to deal with homeless down there?
Oh, there's lots of vagrants.
They bust their ass now. Melbourne PD don't mess around, man. Right. They see them hands out, they're throwing them fucking handcuffs on their ass.
Right.
Yeah, man, I'm telling you, it's you can't let shit go overlooked, because it's and that's what happened with the golf carts here. Right. These people are driving them. Like I said, I'm a golf cart owner. I try, I use it going through the stores and stuff, but you got to understand, if I get caught, I get caught.
Right.
But the sheriff they're saying, hey, it's a big problem now, and people are, there are a lot of high and mighties who drive golf carts now, and they're a big voice. So, but
well, if you could afford a $4,000 golf cart,
Oh, are you kidding me,
so
dude?
The custom ones are like $8,000.
Keep going.
Yeah.
Keep going, Jess. They're like $12,000.
Well,
buddy of mine got one. He paid. That son of a bitch got carbon fiber, jacked up, custom like matted green paint, stereo, driving lights. The whole fucking shit bang and caboodle.
Right.
He paid like almost $12,000 for the thing.
That's ridiculous. But they seat like 8. And it's one of those things where that's also not being regulated. Like, you don't need a license for it, so you see a lot of kids.
Well, yeah,
you
got 14-year-old kids. You got to be 14, I think, to drive a golf cart.
Right.
Hi, Susan. Welcome back to the United States. Viva la Mexico! She was in Mexico. They have a place out there in Mexico. They were on vacation, and her other family members were in Paris and Italy.
Oh, Paris.
Yeah, gay Paris. And but yeah, these 14-year-old kids are getting on these fucking golf carts, and they don't know that. Okay, I battled with my girlfriend. She says, they drive like assholes. I said, well, they do, but they don't know the laws.
Right.
They don't know the traffic laws. They don't know the right-of-way. They don't know who's got the right-of-way. So these fuckers, they dart out in front of traffic in a crosswalk, and they get waffled. And then what are the golf cart community? They bitch and moan. They go, oh, this car hit the golf cart. Well, you're piling them on. So, my son uses the golf cart more than me. Right. And he uses it for school. And even when he's driving now, he will still use the golf cart. Not because I don't want him to use it, but it's because it's easier for him to get in and out of the parking lot.
Oh, it's so easy.
And anybody who's been by any school, you see the fucking traffic jams that they cause. And he'll sit there for 20 minits in traffic. Michelle, boy, she's a man. She hates fucking golf carts, boy. Oh my God. Yeah. Jeez. Yeah. She'll bash them. And you know what's happening here in our area is that the buildings that are going up now. We have so many apartment developments going up, and oh my God, there's so much competition now for these apartments. And reminded me, competition. So I posted on my Facebook, man. I mean, I did a Facebook live, and it was about this. I go to car wash a lot because I'm retired and there's nothing else to do. So going to the car wash is an exciting thing for me to do. It is. I look forward to
Retired
go. Some
life.
people look to go to the goddamn to the grocery store. I look to go to the car wash because it's fun, you know. And plus the car needs to be cleaned all the time. So I've been going to this one over here in Melbourne called Mr. Car Wash. It used to be called Top Dog, and that was a privately owned type company. They had a couple stores. Well, they sold out to this corporation, this chain called Mr. Car Wash. And since Mr. Car Wash took over, they have been just their service has been diminishing, terrible. And I have a comment, and I have a voice because I go there so many times.
Right.
Trunk monkeys. That's some memories there, man. But I was getting fed up with them. They'd leave soap all over the car, water all over the car. The vacuums never sucked. And you want a vacuum that suck, right?
Right.
So here's an innuendo. Their vacuums suck? No, they don't suck. They're terrible. But the problem is when you don't have competition out there, they can do whatever they want.
Right.
Cable companies the same way. If there's no competition, they charge you whatever you want.
don't
If you don't fucking like it.
Yeah.
And that's another topic we can talk about.
Yeah.
But, yeah, if there's no competition, oh, well, too sad, too bad. You fucking take what you get.
Yep.
And I was paying them a membership, and I've been a member with them for like probably, goddamn, just 7 years or so.
Well, you're loyal.
Maybe less, but for years.
Right.
Years. And I have an opinion, and I know when the thing works good and doesn't.
Right.
So I complained to the manager. I said, look, man, you guys, look at this car. They go, yeah, we're working on it. We're working on it. They tap dance all around the problem.
Sure.
So, and this is not just me. This is a lot of people who've been going to that car wash until now in Melbourne, a few miles away. I've seen it under construction. It's called Twins, Twins, Twins Car Wash. It is a full-service / self-service kind of thing where they have a couple guys at the entrance and they scrub your front end, spray a little little bug cleaner on it,
right.
and they scrub it. And it's not like a spray and wash. It's a full-service type self-service. So the membership's a little bit more money. I was paying $21 a month for the basic bullshit service that never cleaned my car.
Right.
And then I had to get out every time. I had to get out and dry it, or I would in a black car,
Yeah.
soap on it, water.
So frustrating.
Yeah. So I went over there. They were giving away free car washes. So if anybody is interested, right now they're giving away free car washes. You can go there for free and get your car washed. Great customer service. Top Dog, Mr. Car Wash, never done it.
Wow.
So I went in there. My girlfriend went over there. She loved it. I went over there yesterday, got my car washed for free, met the owner, one of the owner's daughter who runs it, and in their vacuum section, mind you, the car wash did great.
Right.
They blew the water off, a little bit of water, but I mean, you're not going to get it perfectly dry, but it was enough to where you could drive away and not have a spotty car.
Nice.
So I pull around to the vacuum section, man, and they have the two vacuums. They have like 30 vacuums available, 30 different stations. And each station has 2 vacuum hoses. One has a little crevice blower.
Yes. Now, does it blow or suck?
No, suck.
Okay.
So, no, it's the
yeah, I saw you with the wand.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then they have another one for the big job.
Right.
And then in the middle, they have it looks like a little gun. It's an air gun.
Okay.
And you use that, you can blow out the dust in your car, and what I use it for is to blow out the cracks in the frame of the car,
right.
The mirrors, because when you drive away, all the water streaks down the side, and you got spots and drain.
Yeah,
so I use that, and then they provide chamois towels, like the microfiber towels.
Man, this sounds full service.
And
I'm afraid to ask what the monthly membership is.
And I'm going to tell you, stand by. And if you got dirty carpets. Right. Real fucking dirty carpets. They got the machine that you feed it in like a dollar bill machine. You know, you put the mats in there.
What?
And it has all the brushes in there. And
like a little conveyor thing?
Yes.
No way.
Yes.
I
met one of the girls, and I said, that damn blower thing, the air gun thing, is worth its weight in gold. She goes, I thought of that. She goes, because I used to have a car that, you pull away, and that's a big problem.
Right.
They don't get it in the cracks. So I couldn't fucking believe it. I was like, holy shit, man. So I said, all right. Woo! That was a good one. That was a fucking 8.
The beer's coming up.
Yeah. Actually, it's
you
gone.
Finished.
I finished it. Wow.
Within the show time.
I know. So The membership's there at Twins Car Wash. Now, they have a couple. They're looking to come out here to Vieira. They're looking to invade Vieira, which I hope they do. And I was paying $21 for a bullshit car wash a month. Now I'm paying $29,
Right.
and it comes with the tire shine, the wax thing. Oh, dude, I'm telling you.
So how much? I'm not. I'm not used to the membership whole.
It is. Hey, Bob Farrell, man, how you doing, buddy? God, I got Frankie Cuz on here too, man. So nice to hear from you, Bob. I hope you're doing well, man. I kind of follow you on Facebook. I hope everything's well. Miss seeing you, man. Hope you're still doing the canine thing. I think you are.
So this membership, it includes how many washes?
As many as you want.
No.
Yes. So if you want to be a cheapskate and go, I'll just go one time.
Right.
And then I'll go the end of the week. My car got fucked up again.
Right.
It's like $12 a wash.
Right.
So 2 washes and you're right in the money, babe.
Wow.
I mean, and if you're retired, like me, I go there 5 days a week. I'm not shitting you.
Sounds like a country club.
Yeah. So for $39.99, which I think is a little bit too much, but
Right.
that has at the end of the wash before you exit the tunnel.
Right.
Okay. Oh, they give you the tire shine. And brother, let me tell you something. The tire shine is better applied on that machine than it is if a fucking human being did it, because a human being, they're lazy, they miss spot.
Right.
Not that fucking machine, dude.
Really?
And at the end, it's got like these cloths. It's like a big roller thing,
Right.
and it dries your car, like buffs it.
Amazing. So no air dry, or
It's air dry, dude.
It's a combination.
It's
Yeah.
fucking ooh. I've never been so excited about something,
I can
but
tell.
I'm excited about shit like that, car washes. So I talked to the manager today, and actually one of the guys. Did you just fart?
No.
Oh, okay. I heard something. I heard something. So I talked to the manager. He said, because I went out to Mr. Car Wash to cancel my shit. And
Yeah.
They said, anything we can do to fix the problem? I said, no. I've been telling you guys for months to fix your fucking car wash. They didn't do it. So I said, nothing you can do. He goes, well, they're brand new. I said, well, you think they do a shitty job brand new? They're doing an outstanding job. And the manager said to me today at Twins, he said, it's only going to get better because we're tweaking the machine right now. We're just getting the machine tweaked. So he said, it's going to get better. So I joined my membership today. I'm a proud member of Twins Car Wash. No, it does not give you a happy ending. But I'll tell you what, if you use that damn vacuum they got, that son of a bitch, you might be going into ER because that thing will swell up like a bullet. Man, I'll tell you what, that thing will make you have a bullhead. But, yeah, so I just wanted to throw that out there, man. Twins Car Wash for my locals here. I'm telling you, if you're paying Top Dog or Mr. Car Wash, they are not performing, and it's a little bit farther drive for me, but I will definitely travel for better service. Anybody will.
Right.
Will you travel for a good meal?
Of course.
Will
We all do.
Will you pay a higher price for a good meal? Will they justify their price?
Yeah.
So, in my opinion, this place is justifying their price by the quality of service.
Well, now you got to tell me the location.
I don't know the exact address,
Oh, okay.
but it's by Home Depot.
On Wickham?
Wickham Road. Well, I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
For my people who don't know, that live around here, it's south of Pineda Causeway.
Okay.
There's a racetrack gas station there.
Okay.
There's a
Now I know.
Fujiyama and all that other shit. It's right down there.
Yes, okay.
I think, I don't know if it's by Einstein Bagels, whatever.
I know it.
I can guarantee you this. If you go there, they will definitely do a good job on your car. If you like to get your car clean all the time, I would recommend don't try to be cheap, because you're going to lose out in the long run, because if you're getting a couple washes, and if the love bugs set in, you'll be washing your car every day. So, but believe it or not, people, it is fucking already at the top of the hour.
Yeah.
And there was some shit I could talk about.
It flies by when you're having fun.
I wanted to talk about man grooming.
The manscape.
I want to talk about manscaping. But so I will be out of town this week. I will come back with a synopsis of what occurred. We're gonna have a good time this week. Actually, it's the first trip. It is the first trip of the maiden voyage of Michelle and I, and Bob Farrell. Yeah, he's a third canine. So you're like would you be like Canine 3 or something, like the third in seniority? Because I know you've been in canine for a whole shitload of years, man. And I'm glad you're back to work, man. I don't know. Was it that agency PBSO that had the dog getting getting shot or something.
Oh, no.
Stabbed. One of the, I don't know what it was.
That always breaks my heart.
Yeah, don't fuck with dogs, man. You know what? And you know what, though, man? If we were only as good as dogs' pain tolerance.
Yeah, no kidding.
We whine about everything, man. Dogs don't have no fear. They get their balls snapped. They don't even bitch. You know? But, hey, I want to thank everybody that's watching. I want to thank everybody that tuned in and that tunes in at a later date. It was kind of an off day today. I had nobody to show up with me tonight. So, hey, I'll throw it out there. Anybody want to be on my show? Shoot me a private message on either page, my personal page or my podcast page. You're more than welcome. If you have a business and you want to talk about business, professional stuff that you want to endorse your company, you're more than welcome to come on board. Let me just read this real quick. You're doing a good job. Sorry, Bobby. Yeah, I know. I should have did this. I should have been a shoe salesman is what I should have been. Made more money. But, yeah, anybody out there that wants to come on board, I do Mondays. If I can do another night and you can do another night and you'd rather do that night, I will make a special engagement for you. So
he's retired. He's flexible.
Yeah, I'm flexible, man. And my producer, he's the man. I'm the boss here.
That's right.
So, hey, I want to thank everybody for listening in. If you missed most of it, it's going to be on the Facebook page. It'll also be on Space Coast Podcast. You can listen to it on how, Jess?
Yes, Spotify, iTunes, Google, Alexa, and wherever you listen to podcasts.
Yes. So I love you all. Thank you for keeping me motivated. And, hey, man, be American. Support our country. Support our president. You know, that's just the right thing to do, man. That's an American thing to do. So I love you all. Thank you for joining Vinnie Marino Podcast. God bless.